pick up, and then we'll go.
We'll never surrender.
Skin boots on a Saturday night.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video, and today I have something which is absolutely amazing and is sort of blowing my mind right now. It's something that I found that practically no one knows about and is not being talked about at all. People probably haven't even seen this image to even, start speculating and making theories about it. My mind is so confused, I don't know what's going on. Treyarch are absolutely amazing at the teasers. They put the slightest attention to detail into absolutely everything they do. Any image they release, any video they release, every single frame is always detailed, and they leave so many little secrets and so many little Easter eggs that we probably miss 90% of the time. But mostly, they just tease us with these just amazing teasers that are just so secretive and so in-depth and cryptic, and we just never even realise them or pick up on them. I'm sure there's been tons and tons of stuff that Treyarch have released in the past, and they're sitting there like no one's found this yet, and I'm just sure there's so many big storyline secrets that we just have no idea the significance of. So anyways, today's video is sort of going to be a follow-on from yesterday's video. Now, in yesterday's video, we talked about the possibility of Moon and Shangri-La returning within Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies as DLC, since there was this Moon loading screen that was sneakily put into one of their trailers, and they only showed it for a brief second, and it was a brand new loading screen. If you want to see that video, there'll be a link down in this video's description. I highly suggest you go watch it. But basically, what it seems is that Treyarch are going to give us a ton more Zombies content than ever before this year, and they know Zombies sells. Zombies sells Call of Duty. I mean, literally, there is tons and tons of people just buying Black Ops 3 for Zombies alone. Especially a lot of people who don't like Call of Duty, they will still just pick up the Treyarch games just to play Zombies. And it does seem like they're going to be giving us huge DLC offerings this year, with presumably one new map per DLC and tons of remakes as well thrown in there as well. Whether they put like one remake in as well per DLC map pack, or whether they do two, even if they're being generous, or maybe they'll release it as separate DLC, like micro DLC, one map at a time or something like that. But anyways, what is this amazing information that I wanted to talk about? Well, Treyarch actually released this brand new calendar recently, which I'll put on screen, and this is going to be the Call of Duty Zombies 2016 calendar. And you have no idea how confusing this image is. The amount of secrets that are thrown into this are absolutely phenomenal. For one, just look at the maps that they've decided to put in. They've put Origins, Die Rise, Transit, Nuketown, Shangri-La, Mob of the Dead, Shi-no Numa, Boyd, and Ascension. Why have they chosen those maps, and why are some maps missed out? Also, why have they put it in that map order? Why does it go in that map order? It makes no sense to the release dates, and it makes no sense to the storyline, well, why they've put it in that order. It could be completely random, but no, Treyarch are not random. They put everything, they just have the most attention to every single detail. I just don't get why they put this map order at all, and it doesn't even make sense why there's no Black Ops 3 Zombies maps included within this calendar if it's going to be a 2016 calendar, so it's going to be during the course of when Black Ops 3 is like the latest Call of Duty. So why the hell is there no Black Ops 3 Zombies maps? Treyarch are being very, very secretive here, and as I was saying, it could just be random, but Treyarch are not random. So let's get into the juicy stuff, because this is very, very weird and very, very peculiar. So let's first start it off with Die Rise. Let's look at the Die Rise image. We can see an image of Die Rise here. Now, the one that's in the background of the image is an image we've seen before, but the one in the foreground we've not seen before. And another thing to note is that why is there a load of clouds above the buildings in Die Rise? In the original Die Rise in Black Ops 2, there wasn't all of this fog, there wasn't all of these clouds there. The skyscrapers never reached the sky, so why have they decided in this image to give us a brand new image of which the actual towers are now in the fog? I don't know. Now that's probably the least important thing out of the rest that I'm about to show you. It's going to get even more interesting from here. Now, what could that be teasing? I don't know, because I personally don't feel like they're going to remake Die Rise. But what could it be meaning? I don't think they're going to remake Die Rise, so maybe it's teasing a storyline thing that I just haven't picked up on. I'm not sure. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. But let's go on to the next image. So on the 4th month, in April, there is another teaser shown here, and this teaser is huge. So if you notice, for every single month, apart from the final 2, every single month is a map. So it starts off Origins, Die Rise, Transit, and then for the 4th month, there's no map. Why the hell have they decided to do this? Again, it just doesn't make sense. And what's even more peculiar is notice the maps that they've decided to choose within this image. So in the foreground, they've first off shown an image of Ascension, and then in the background of that, they've shown an image of Shangri-La. But then in the background of that, which is the biggest image you're seeing, which is a forest where there's a ton of fire, this is the most interesting image, and I have no idea what the hell this is teasing at. We have never seen this image before in Call of Duty Zombies. In fact, I don't even recognise that map whatsoever. I don't remember any map where there's a forest on fire. It makes no sense again whatsoever. Now, another thing which is so weird about this image is they've got this forest that is on fire, but there's 2 figures in the forest, and I don't know what these figures are. I don't think they're zombies. They don't look like the right shape. They don't even look like people, to be honest. In fact, what they sort of remind me of is the Panzer Soldats from Origins, but they're probably not. They're probably something else, but I don't know what these figurines are, but they must be something that can not get hurt by fire, because one of them in the background is walking straight through the fire, and he's not getting hurt, so there's something weird going on. I have no idea what on earth are Treyarch teasing here. Are they teasing at a zombies map that we're going to get in Black Ops 3 DLC, or maybe a bonus zombies map or something, because we know in the campaign for Black Ops 3 Zombies that it's going to tie heavily into the frozen forest. Maybe this is something to do with that. Maybe it has something to do with a zombies campaign which has been leaked and rumoured. I'm not sure, or maybe it's teasing at another map that's going to be remade, for example, and that might be like an expanded area of that map. So there's 2 things this could be, well, 3 things sort of. It could, 1, either be an entirely new map, because we've not seen this image before, I don't recognise that at all, or it could be a remake that's going to have an extended area. So for example, this could be part of Shangri-La, for example. They could remake Shangri-La, have an extended area into the forest where it's on fire, and this could be what this image is from. Or it may be something to do with the Zombies campaign that we know about. Now let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section down below, because this is very weird. But let's move on to the next thing that Treyarch have teased, and again we have a brand new image. So there's this image of Nuketown, and look at this image. It looks completely different to the original Nuketown Zombies map. For one, it's a lot bigger. Just look at the size of that map compared to the original. It's a lot bigger. There's also a lot more buildings, and notice that to the right of the bus, there's actually this building of which is sort of destroyed and, you know, is falling down, and there's a load of blue stuff on that, and I don't know what that blue stuff is, but this is so weird. This is a Nuketown map that we've never seen before. Why are they going to do another Nuketown? You have no idea how confusing this is. It doesn't make any sense. Why are they going to remake Nuketown again? It wasn't even a map which a lot of people liked. I am completely baffled, but it would sort of make sense because, you know, we actually got a brief history of Call of Duty Zombies, which was a new trailer that was released, and that's where we actually got teased the Moon and Shangri-La remakes. And, well, within that trailer, they only showed certain maps, and the thing is, the certain maps that they showed, well, the majority of them are actually on this calendar, and they showed quite a bit of Nuketown as well, which I found very weird because they left out maps like Moon, for example, but they showed quite a bit of Nuketown, which is so weird because it was just an extra bonus map and it's so small, and it's not really that significant. So why in that trailer did they decide to show Nuketown so much? I just don't know. Are they going to remake Nuketown? I'm so confused. Like, this commentary is probably going to come out awful because I am so confused about this. Now, we do know that they are actually remaking Nuketown in multiplayer, which is now called, well, it's the exact same map name, it's called Nuketown still, but they've replaced the E with a 3, so maybe now that they're remaking it in multiplayer again, Maybe they're going to remake it into zombies again. But the thing is, what would this mean to the storyline of Call of Duty Zombies? Because we know that there's going to be remakes in the DLC of some sort, whether that means they're in the actual map packs as like bonus maps, or whether they release the remakes as separate micro DLC. And the storyline for the remakes will be a continuation of the Giant, which is the Tease remake, and essentially the storyline is going to continue from there. It's going to continue from Origins, where the characters are essentially trying to rewrite time. But I don't get why they've released this image of a Nuketown zombies that we've never seen before, and it's much bigger and much different. But let's move on to the next image. Now again, we have a brand new image. It's Shi-no Numa. Now we've got two images of Shi-no Numa. The one in the foreground, the smaller image, well, that's an image we've seen before, so it's not important. But if you look at the bigger image in the background, well, this image, for one, just looking at that image, I know the image on screen will be quite blurry, but if you look at the image, its colour scheme looks a lot brighter and a lot more vibrant than the original Shi-no Numa, but also you can notice that it's nighttime. It's a lot darker than the original map, and you can notice that all of the lights on the bridge are now turned on. In the original Shi-no Numa, the lights on the bridge were not turned on. What? I can't believe Treyarch are just teasing us with all of this stuff. When I was discovering all of this, it was just hype on another level, because we didn't expect that they were going to be releasing even more map remakes as DLC, but now that we're figuring out all of these, it's just absolutely insane. Now, I do believe that there definitely will be a Shi-no Numa map remake, which I have information from a leaker who's told me this, who's very, very accurate, but I'm not going to disclose who they are. They have gotten angry at me in the past because of that. Now, again, the storyline for the Shi-no Numa remake, again, it'll be a continuation of the Giant and Origins, as with all of the map remakes. So I presume it'll contain the 4 original characters from Origins trying to rewrite time, yada yada yada, with Samantha. And as I said, you need to see yesterday's video about the Moon and Shangri-La remake, because, to be honest, if that is true, and it just backs up all of this information even more, you know, what's so confusing about this is if they're going to do so many map remakes, what are they going to do for this storyline? Because the storyline is going to be so immense, it's just going to be crazy. Okay, so now let's move on to the next image that I want to talk about, and this is the one which is the most confusing to me. It makes absolutely no sense, and I just honestly think Treyarch are trying to troll with this, because this makes absolutely no sense. It's confused me so much. So right here I will put on screen, and it's actually the month of October, and it says Ascension, but what the hell? They've got an image of Moon. What the hell does this mean? You know, this isn't an accident. Treyarch have designed this calendar. This is not an accident. So the image in the background, which is the smaller image, is an image of Ascension, but the image in the foreground is an image of Moon, and they've got the wave gun, aka the zap gun. Now, this is the most mind-blowing out of all of these images that Treyarch have teased to us, because it makes no sense whatsoever. Why have they put, it says Ascension, but why have they got an image of Moon? What could this mean? Well, it was teased that there's going to be a Moon remake, but they've got an image of an Ascension as well. It's like there's a link between the two that they're trying to establish, and the only link that I can come up with is maybe they're going to do a remake of either Ascension or Moon, and it's going to be the same map. Now, this is a completely out there theory, this is a completely wild theory, but what if they remake Ascension, and we know that there's the lunar landing on Ascension, and in the Easter egg you shot the rockets off. So what if there's a way that maybe during the Easter egg of Ascension, or maybe actually you can just do it anyway, you can somehow get from Ascension to Moon? I don't know what this means. Or maybe you could get there via the teleporters or something like that. But the thing is that Treyarch have recently teased this Moon remake, so maybe it is in fact going to be an Ascension remake, but you're going to be able to get to Moon. I think this would make more sense actually, because if you think about it storyline wise, right, the characters from the Giant, well, we don't know what the Easter egg ending is going to be on the Giant yet, so we'll have a better idea of what these map remakes are going to be about once we actually can play the map in 2 weeks. But basically, the general gist of the storyline is the 4 characters are going to be rewriting time, so it would make sense that they're going to be trying to stop all of Richtofen's evil plans. So what if they try and stop, you know, him blowing up the Earth from Moon? And in order for them to do this is, maybe they can't find a way onto the Moon, so they have to somehow get there from Ascension, via Ascension. They could go up in one of the rockets or something like that. I don't know, this is a completely wild theory, but I do think that there's going to be an Ascension remake here, and or a Moon remake. Either they're going to be separate maps, but the Easter eggs are going to directly tie in or something, or maybe it's going to be the same map. I don't know what to think, because why? I don't understand. If you can provide an explanation for this down in the comment section, then I'll be interested to hear it, because it makes no sense why they would put a Moon image when it says Ascension. Now, there is actually one final teaser. So, next up in the month of November, they actually showed us a load of random perks, which I don't think are of that much significance. And then on the last month, again, it's another month where they don't actually have a map for that month, and instead they've just got a load of zombies images. And this is weird. The images that they've decided to choose, well, they've decided to show an image of Ascension, which is in the top left-hand corner. They've then got an image of Transit in the top right-hand corner. Below that, they've then got an image of Origins. But then in the bottom of the image, which I'll zoom into on screen now, they've got an image which I've never seen before. I don't recognize this image. Now, this image appears to be from Origins, but then again it could not be from Origins, and it shows one of the Origins robots, and in the background there's another Origins robot. You probably can't make it out from the image because it is really blurry, but the image I'm looking at, you can make out another Origins robot, and they're in this completely wasteland area, and then there's some sort of massive, you know, turbulence in the center. It appears like there's some sort of weird rift going on, and for some reason the Origins robots are moving towards this rift. What the hell does this mean? What is this hinting at? Because I'm pretty sure this is not an image of Origins, but it shows the Origins robots walking into just the endless abyss, into this random area. There's literally no life in this image. All it is the Origins robots, and there's some sort of massive storm going on, and then in the center there's some weird rift going on, and I don't know what it is, and you know, all of the lights coming down from the sky. Now, that's going to be the final teaser now. There is a lot to take in from this video. I probably haven't explained it that well, because I, for myself, don't understand what most of this means. Does this mean that we're just going to be getting a load of map remakes? I think it's more than that. I think there's a lot of storyline teasers here as well, especially that one where they show, it says Ascension, but then they've got an image of Moon. I think that's the one that's so confusing, because they've got an image of Ascension and also Moon for the same month, but it says Ascension. It's like Treyarch trying to say, hey, you know what, they're sort of the same map, or they're sort of tied together in some way. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this means. It's all just getting really, really confusing. Treyarch, you know, they just troll us so hard with just completely random teasers. But let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section down below, as well as any theories, because I will be interested to hear your theories, because at the moment I don't have any definitive ones that I can say, hey, you know what, this is what I think. But everything you can take out of this is we've got this new image of Die Rise. Is it hinting at a Die Rise remake? I'm not sure. We've then got an image of this burning forest, which appears to have Panzer Soldats within it, and that appears to be a brand new area. We've never seen that before, so it's either a brand new map or like an extended area of a map that may be remade. We've then got this image of Nuketown, which is completely new and completely different than the original Nuketown. We've then got a brand new image of Shi-no Numa, again that appears to be a completely new map. We've then got this image of Ascension, which I've talked a lot about, and then finally we've then got this final image of the Origins robots, which I don't recognize from anywhere, and that's pretty much just sums out the entire video. So anyways, thanks for watching the video, mate. Subscribe if you're new around here, please. The Angry Advanced Warfare, I'm watching news and content, so thank you for watching, and bye.